All right, so it's been 2 years since I had this done in the shop with fluid film. It now has 57,600 miles on it. It's 2018 Sierra HD. When they did it 2 years ago, since then, in the springs and the fall, I usually get under here myself with rattle cans and just touch up. But I'm getting ready to bring it back into the shop to have them do it again, and I just wanted to point out a few things. I have plastic covers for these holes right here, for these frame rails, and so most of the year they're covered. When I pop them off in preparation to heading in, there was a little bit of rust right around on these edges here where water collects, and probably where I knocked the wax off when I put the covers on. So all four of those, this is the rear, I'm on the driver's side, this is the rear here, same thing. All four of those I touched up yesterday with the some Rust-Oleum. I can see there's maybe a little more in there that I probably need to get. Right there you can see just that little surface rust. Not a big deal at all, but I expose this before I bring it in and have them hit it again with the fluid film. And then underneath I also dropped the spare down, and underneath here we can see I sprayed under here as well, in these spots here where the tire touches the frame. It got a little bit exposed. You can see up top still looks pretty good. You can see the bubbles from the Daubert wax that is on there, or Daubert, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, that comes from the factory, because people talk how it softens. I have experienced a little of the softening, but not enough to be at all concerned about. The fluid film definitely works well. And as you can see also, a lot, I think that's probably those marks up there on the bottom of the bed at the back here is probably from the high pressure washes. The truck doesn't get a lot of time in the snow and salt, but it is Connecticut and it does drive up to Maine and New Hampshire, so it does get time where it's been driven in those environments. And I always wash it with an under spray afterwards, which some people will tell you is not a great idea because it takes the coating off, but I really haven't seen enough of a concern to be worried about it. So looks pretty good. It's going to get a nice soaking sometime this week, get everything all touched up again. And they say every couple years. I'm so worried about this thing rusting out that I'm more than willing to invest the time and money in it. I do a lot of towing, so I'm touching this up a lot. The hitch gets a lot of attention and touch up, you know. So at any rate, the sleeve's out. That's why it looks so nasty right now. So that's where we're at. 57,000 miles, 2 years, and looks pretty good. Take a walk around and look up at the front here. You know, this is the other side there, so you can see some of that rust I was talking about. It's just a little teeny bit of surface rust. And then up here, the front, everything looks fine. A little slimy. It was raining, so it's a little bit wet under here, but yeah, that's where we're at.